All right, here we go. Clear pasta is next. We're right now in the intermediate division, choosing knots. So let's get ready for it. Okay, we're going to play Arcana Force in intermediate. Four blocks right now. ITG song. We can see it's a fast-paced song. I like the font. I really like this font. It's like a very how do you say? It's very attractive. This is like an attractive font compared to other fonts. There are many fonts that are more like in generic or like too bright. Like I think this one is good like for timing. Timing was a good font. So we can see this is a song that possesses a lot of freeze arrows and is doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I would say that his stance he has a stance like I would say like a big like normal like standard beginner stance. I would suggest like as we progress through the game, to close the stance a little bit. That way we can like conserve more energy while we play. He's doing super well. I think it's that in his own spot, specifically in this part. And I don't know if I can like for what I can see in the video, like are we using bar? Because I don't see bars on the tab. Maybe someone can tell me. Because like I don't see bars here. Is there like any bar? All right, so we get a full combo. So far we're having a full combo. That is great. And I noticed that Pasta is good at keeping the rhythm like super well with like four notes straight. Good job, full combo. We got an S minus S and an 89.95.
Yes, we.
Great job.
Ooh,
Very good.
sorry, you may speak. I'm sorry to interrupt. You may speak if you want. If I interrupted by mistake. But just to inform, we do have bars available in our tournament. As you can see, the black outlining, those are the bars
Sorry about that.
available.
Okay. So he did very well. I would give a suggestion, like I think that's a bar, right? Like behind the pad he's playing, that's like a customized bar, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, got it. So, suggestion for pasta, I would say that while he plays, like try to close your stance a little bit while you're playing. Try to close your stance and try to use more your foot instead of your like tippy toes. I notice you use your toes like to step on some notes. Like I'm like 1,000% sure that you're going to improve your game if you like do micro adjustment to your stance. But it was a great performance.
Good commentary on the footwork analyzing that you've done. I will advise him on that. Ooh. We have a Wi-Fi disconnect issue. We're just fixing that right now. Okay, it has been reset. I do apologize for the bad network that had happened. Maniac Stepper, is there any commentary that you'd like to say before I take the next chart?
All right. I noticed that like most songs are ITG songs. I would say that ITG is a good game to like ramp up your level. For DDR players, specifically beginner players, I would say that like when you're leveling up, we tend to play the same songs. Like we love playing the same songs, and I'm also guilty of that. Like, and I remember when I went to the arcade back in the day, we had many players that would play the same songs like over and over again. For example, like we played a lot of DDR Extreme back in the day. That was the main game. And there were three songs that were always like every day you go to the arcade, you would listen to these three same songs, which are like A, the song A, R3, and Rhythm and Police. These three songs were like the national anthem of the arcade I used to go to. And there's nothing wrong with songs, but there's something that is very important as you level up, and it's getting out of your comfort zone. When we're playing dancing games, like we love playing the same music. So, like as a dancing game player, you're not going to say that you love every single song. They are because there are songs that are super great, and there are some songs that are not really that good. We all know that, but in order to improve, I think it's important to know everything or play everything. If you cannot play it on foot, you can just go to Stepmania, learn the songs on Stepmania, and get out of your comfort zone. Like let's say you're very used to playing level threes, level fours, and since it's your level, you like playing there. You don't like sometimes we don't like to go up. We don't like to go to five or six, maybe because they're too difficult or something. But in order to improve, like we have to give that extra push. Same as you reach like the highest difficulties, like for example, DDR starts being too technical at around 13 and 14 footers, and it's more about like physical endurance when you reach the 17 realm or the 18 realm, specifically the 18 realm. And there are many players that won't go that far, won't do that push when they get to that level. But in order to improve, I think it's very important to get out of your comfort zone. So as a beginner player, I encourage everyone to get out of your comfort zone. Like if you're 4 footers, like every time you play, try to play two difficulties more like up of your range. If you're a 4 footer, try to play 5 and 6. If you're like if you're an expert player, you're in the 15 footer, just try to push 16s and 17s. Like for example, in one round of 4 songs, try to push their 16 um, until your body get used to it. So in order to improve, you can ask anyone. You guys can ask anyone that are like at the elite level. Like it's very important to just like not get too comfortable with the game you're playing. We all know games are meant to be fun. Like if you want to like excel, it's very important to give that push.
Valuable, valuable advices indeed all the way, and we will definitely take that as law. I will share that to all beginner players within South Africa that aspire to advance in dance gaming, and they'll proceed so forth. Wise words, Maniac Stepper. Really appreciate it. Now we move on into the next chart. I'll be taking into commentary. Thank you so much, Maniac Stepper. You're awesome, man.